game changers are always going to be first. They're going to be disruptive. To stay ahead of that, you need to be continuously improving, absolutely front and center of like keeping your place at the front.
Infrapartners is an AI prefabricated data center company. What Infrapartners does different compared to the rest of the industry is that we are fully designing, manufacturing, shipping, integrating and commissioning our own data centers for the end user. So we're a true end-to-end turnkey data center development company.
So the data center construction industry around the world is facing quite a few different demands on it. One is supply chain. There's some supply chain constraints. The second is building rapidly.
Data centers are increasing in capacity due to AI demand. And we need to build data centers in every single location that one doesn't exist. So we need to expand the existing capacity and build new locations. Finding the right specialist in all of these different locations is difficult. So what we do is we do the construction in a factory environment. We bring all the trades, all the specialists, we maintain quality, we maintain and secure schedule, and then we'll ship that product to you, we integrate, we install it, and then we'll give you the data center ready to operate.
As you think about your competitive edge and your competitive advantage, right? So much can be commoditized and so much can be standardized. How do you make a difference? How do you disrupt, right? It's creating those changes and creating space for that change.
The only way for our industry to keep on growing and keep on delivering is to implement new innovative solutions, just thinking of ways to challenge the status quo.
So deploying the XYZ atom model has really been game-changing for us because it allows us to look at things at millimeter tolerance. And what that means is we can solve a lot of the problems here in the factory rather than on site. And so what we do is we put the modules together here in the factory, we check all the tolerances to make sure that when it gets delivered to site and it's put together, that you'll have minimal issues.
The technology itself helps us track the schedule better. It enabled us to take a module out of the whole context and focus on the individual pieces and individual timelines of every piece in that particular module. I'm hoping to get to the day where all workers back there will be able to wear a helmet.
I mean, I've known XYZ now for 2.5-3 years. Anything that can improve schedule and improve constructability for me is an amazing tool and idea. And I must admit, apart from technology and everything else, it's really good when you give feedback to the senior leadership of a team and they actually listen, they go away and try and come back with a solution. So that's what captured us. And then since then, we've been working with XYZ on every single one of the projects, right? So the kind of the first supplier that we onboard on every single one of the new project is XYZ.
For us, the value really aligns, right? You know, the bleeding edge of the industry and trying to create change and be disruptive. But critically, it works perfectly for what we're trying to do here, right? XYZ are solving for time and cost and quality. Being able to check that in a facility or on site means that you don't have to spend time remedying on-site live. That's costing you man hours, it's costing materials, design time. All of that stuff can be solved right up front at the beginning, right? It makes for a much simpler when you get to site. This is exactly why we're partnering with them, because it does exactly what we say we're trying to do for the customer as well. Reduce the pain points.